Hey, it's Mike Tinker. Today I'm going to talk about how personal trainers, you can start an online business or in-home personal training business, because that seems to be all of the rage these days, especially during, COVID, lockdown. A lot of personal trainers are wondering, hey, like when am I going to be able to train back in a gym setting? Or am I even going to have clients that are wanting to come back to the gym? So I need to pivot, I need to transition, I need to change my business model. And if you're that personal trainer that is, either stuck right now looking for clients, or you're a personal trainer that perhaps is new to the industry and just looking to get in and see kind of which is the best route, is it going to be working in a gym setting, an online trainer, or an in-home personal trainer? I'm going to actually break down all three of them for you and show you the benefits and maybe the drawbacks to working, in each of those type of industries. So the first one is, what a lot of personal trainers are really interested in right now is online personal training. And I call this the gold rush for personal trainers here during COVID, especially, with all of these marketing gurus out there and personal trainers trying to teach you, how to run online businesses. The first thing you need to understand is a lot of these trainers have actually never done it themselves. And they actually make more money teaching other personal trainers. So just make sure that you diligently research any online guru that is going to tell you how to create an online business or an in-home training business, especially if they really don't have a proven track record and they are just, trying to make money off selling you stuff like that. So that's the first thing. Watch out for that. Now that I got that out of the way, I want to explain to you some of the benefits of online training and in-home training. Listen, I'm a big believer in in-home workouts. That's that is what I have created over the last 20 years as an in-home training model. But during COVID, I was forced to pivot into an online personal trainer. And if you're wondering who I am, well, listen, I have a team of over 30 personal trainers across Canada. We're actually going into North America as well. So we had to pivot very quickly because there were a lot of clients that, or basically, a lot of clients that were not comfortable with us having them come back into their home. So online training is actually what I recommend for a lot of personal trainers, because it's actually, believe it or not, COVID has actually seen a spike in our sales. Even though we're not allowed technically in certain, cities certain cities and provinces to go in home at times because there's been various lockdowns, we've actually thrived with online training. So I'm going to describe the benefits of online training. Well, there's so many ways to do online training. You can do one-on-one Zoom sessions, okay, which is what we offer a lot of our clients. We still get a lot of people looking for that accountability. So they do want to meet with someone, and that's one option. But we also transitioned into another option for online personal training, and that is where we actually teach our clients remotely, meaning just through an app, or sending them programs and checking in with them on a weekly basis. So there's two options. We have two revenue streams because of COVID added into our business on top of our very lucrative in-home training business. So there are a couple of ways you can do it. If you feel comfortable that you want to train with somebody and meet them face to face, you're going to create a more intimate relationship. Your clients are going to stick around much longer. That is the benefit of when you do live personal training. Your clients will stick around for a very long time because you create an intimate relationship. Now, if you choose the other route, there are definitely benefits to that. Listen, you're not wasting, an hour, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, however you structure your online sessions. It doesn't take you any time. So you are making income simply by maybe creating a program, sending them an email, but you still have to factor in that time, because listen, you could do a live session for 30 or 45 minutes once a week, or you can just send them a program and say, hey, check in, follow with this program, but you still got to create that program. You still got to follow up with emails. So you're still going to be spending time on that program. But you're not physically have to commit to a time at like 2 p.m. every Tuesday. So there's the benefit of that. You can make just about the same amount of money, probably even more. And we'll talk about charging high ticket pricing as well. But those are two of the benefits of working, online right now. So face-to-face, or where you don't see them and just create a program, send them emails. You do need to, if you're going to do not face-to-face, I do recommend sending a weekly accountability email and sending a program that they can do, and make sure you're checking in with that client. The downfall of that is you're probably going to have a high turnover rate. So what we have found is a lot of the clients will end up turning over because just that intimate relationship hasn't been created. Okay, so it's much harder to say no to someone when they're face to face. You know about their family, you're talking about their day. People still want that connection. So there are two different aspects that you want to do. Now what we've done, we've actually created a hybrid. And I would recommend that you do the exact same thing. So if you're looking to get into online or in-home personal training, I would recommend creating a hybrid product where you just give different price points and have an offer for both of your services. So if someone wants to meet with you face to face, maybe you charge a premium for that online. And if someone doesn't want to meet face to face, then you can have also a product which maybe is a little less expensive. So there's so many ways you can run your business here. And those are the two of the models for online training, which we have seen work tremendously well in our business. And really we try to position ourselves as the personal training experts, the in-home training experts, and we really narrow down our niche on who we want to work with. Okay, so that's really important, finding out your avatar, your customer avatar, the people that you want to ideally serve and work with, because then your marketing message becomes a lot more congruent to what you're saying and also what they're going to hear on the other end. So those are some of the tips that I have for that. Now for in-home personal training, this is where I'm a big believer. I'm really bullish on this. In-home personal training is definitely here to stay. Over 20 years, I have succeeded creating an in-home personal training business. Like I said, we have trainers across North America. And I know the in-home training model works very, very well. You can charge a premium for your services because you are going in home. And you really only need to train a few hours a day to earn a six-figure income. So if you're interested in learning about that, I have more videos on that. But typically an average in-home personal training session sells anywhere from $70 to $95, $100. Some trainers can charge $120. Do the math there, but a few hours a day would have you earning a couple of grand a week or close to 8 to 10 grand per month just following that in-home training model. Okay, so you're going to create intimate relationships. You're going to have clients that stick around as well with in-home training. It's the same thing I talked about with your intimate relationships. Once you're actually going into someone's home and training with them, you get to meet their dog, their family, their kids, their husband, their wives, their grandparents, their sister, their brother-in-law. More people come into your world. You build up a referral network, and it also is a relationship that you're building. And intimate relationships will beat out anything at all times. So when you create those relationships, you're going to have renewals that come in consistently. So those are some of the variables to consider: in-home training, online training, face-to-face, or online training where you just send them programs. I've given you the different variables. I'm also going to teach you right now on high ticket sales, which a lot of personal trainers, may see ads out there and they're wondering, okay, like how do I charge high ticket sales? Well, listen, there's a lot of belief around there that people will buy as long as they believe in your services and believe in you and you deliver value back. Price really should not be an objection. So there are trainers charging $200, $300 an hour. There are trainers charging, $5,000 or $3,000 for monthly packages. There's a whole system behind high ticket training. I'll create another video specifically for that. But today I just wanted to break down the online training, in-home training, and virtual, like live personal training options for you. Another topic I want to discuss is becoming a gym personal trainer. Now, listen, people are going to head back to the gym in the near future. Once this whole COVID thing settles, people are still going to want that camaraderie. They're going to want to head back into a gym environment. But at the same time, there are several stats out there right now, including one from Tempo.ai, where they interviewed recently a whole bunch of people, and they found that 70% of the people are not planning to go back to the gym after COVID hits. So that should be a bit of a wake-up call for you that maybe the gym is not the best route for you. I'm a big believer that unless you're opening up your own gym, that working in a gym is literally going to lead you to burnout, fatigue. You're going to work very long hours. It's what happened to me as a personal trainer when I first started out. I got in the industry because I was very passionate to help other clients, to help my clients lose weight, build muscle. But at the end of the day, I was left broke, burnt out, because the gym is going to take, or the gym owners will take 50 to 60% right off the top. So you're really only making, 30 bucks a session. Some gyms pay 20. Maybe you get a gym that pays more. But again, very hard way to make a living that way. So I do recommend that you follow my advice in developing your own in-home personal training business or hybrid business in what I've discussed here in this video. Okay, so I pulled up my phone here. I've got a few DMs from LinkedIn. If you want to follow me, actually follow me on LinkedIn. I do a lot of daily videos for personal trainers on there as well. Mike Tangretta at LinkedIn. You can find me there. But I'm just going to put up a couple of questions that I had from trainers. So the first one is actually a new trainer entering the industry, and he's what is the best type of certification that I can get when entering the industry? Well, listen, that's a really good question, and I'll address it here. So there's so many different types of certifications. I do recommend that trainers do some sort of schooling first and foremost. Now, there are weekend certifications that you can get if you're really eager to get into business. Absolutely do that. But down the road, I do highly recommend doing some sort of schooling, taking as many courses as you can right now to build up your knowledge base. Because listen, a weekend certification may be great, and you may know to do everything in the gym, but when it comes time to train maybe a doctor or someone, that has pretty high credentials, you want to make sure that you understand anatomy really, really in depth so you can speak their language. Listen, doctors, nurses, high-paying clients understand things like anatomy, and you need to understand that. So weekend certification, I recommend that you definitely go to school and take courses to build up your anatomy. So I'm not sure if that answers the question, but listen, there's so many different certifications. I can't explain every certification here in depth. Research online the best certifications and make sure there is a component of anatomy in there, because that is really, really important when becoming a personal trainer. Another question I had is, you say you have a video making $7,500 per month as a personal trainer, working 5 hours per day. Yes, I've explained this several times. So $7,500 per month as a personal trainer working 5 hours per day, that is based on charging $75 per session, doing either in-home, live virtual training, any of the topics I've covered. And you will earn a six-figure plus income doing that by training at $75 per hour, 5 hours per day. Okay, so that addresses that question. And one more final question here is, what is the most lucrative way to become a personal trainer? Well, I think I addressed that sort of here in the video, but again, I'll reiterate, the most lucrative way to become an in-home personal trainer or a personal trainer in this industry is you should develop a really strong marketing message and be able to get that message in front of your customers. Because the hardest part of the personal training industry is actually finding leads. And I've developed other videos here you can search in our library or follow me on LinkedIn on how you can attract leads into your business. But those are really, really important, because once you understand how to bring on leads, have a tap flow of leads coming into your business, you're going to be able to succeed as a personal trainer. Okay, so hopefully you found this video very, very valuable. I'm Mike Tangretta, the creator of In-Home Trainer. Like, share, subscribe this video. Look forward to hearing back from you. Drop me a comment below, and look forward to helping you.